So I'm gonna go live now. We're here at the probation office. This is not.
Do you have an ID? Do you have an ID on you?
No, you're not getting my ID.
Do you have an
you're
ID?
You're not
on
getting
you?
my
yes,
ID.
we can require. South Carolina code can require you to possess ID.
That's only when I've broken the law, or you can articulate that I have correct.
That's incorrect.
No, you're not.
Do you have any guns, knives, drugs, anything illegal in the vehicle?
Nothing illegal, absolutely not.
Nothing?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Would you mind if I searched the vehicle from bumper to bumper
Yes,
and
I
everything
mind.
inside?
I mind.
I'll put it this way, man. We're conducting a lawful investigation here, okay?
So just do your job and ignore me.
To us, you're impeding on our investigation, okay?
No,
I'm going to
that's
give you a lawful direct order.
Impeding is a physical thing.
Okay?
Hey folks, welcome back to our channel. In the age of smartphones and digital cameras, capturing moments has become easier than ever. This includes situations where people interact with the police. The ability to document these encounters not only provides a personal record, but also serves as a means to hold everyone accountable for their actions. In today's video, we'll witness an individual exercising their right to record in a public space despite facing disagreement from the police. It's an eye-opening experience that sheds light on the importance of maintaining the freedom to document what happens in public places. We'll explore the details of the situation and discuss the broader significance of preserving the right to record such interactions. So grab a seat and let's dive into this video together to better understand the dynamics of asserting our rights in the digital age.
So, Peter?
Yes, sir.
Where are you guys staying at whenever you're up here in Oklahoma, or over here in
My
Oklahoma?
old boss has a house in Duke.
In Duke?
Yeah.
That's why the vehicle tags are registered in Duke?
Right. I mean, I could have just as well used this Kennedy address, but I haven't lived there in a few years. And
I'm having a hard time
I
hearing
haven't lived in that Kennedy house in a few years, and the house is kind of run down, so I prefer not to even have mail go there. It's kind of a rundown neighborhood, too.
Yeah. I'm just curious as to why it just doesn't, you know what I mean? It just doesn't add up to me.
What doesn't add
that
up?
you live in Mississippi, you have a house in Altus, and your vehicle's registered in Duke.
Right. I bought the car in Oklahoma.
You bought the car in Oklahoma?
Yeah, Enid.
Okay, well, so that would be, that'd be logical as to why it's registered in Oklahoma. But it just not adding up to me, that's all.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't really need to. It's America. I'm free to travel anywhere in the country. I don't understand what doesn't add up. I mean, it's not like I crossed a border or something. I mean,
no.
What doesn't add up?
That's not what I'm saying.
I've lived off and on in Altus for 15 years.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Okay. Whenever I pulled your name up, I could obviously see where you've been in Altus throughout.
Okay, because he said he didn't find no history on me here. The other guy.
Right.
Yeah. So you're saying that you see that I've been there? Okay.
Because I seen where there was an interaction between you and another officer here in Altus on, what was it, Judy?
Yeah, I got a
Your
ticket.
son?
Yeah, there was an incident with my son. I've gotten a ticket here in Altus before.
Hang on. Alright. So, Peter, this here is a warning for the cracked windshield, okay?
Yep.
And this is just so I could show my boss why I talked to you, okay?
Okay.
The reason why I pulled you over. Have you had a lot of bad interactions with law enforcement in your lifetime?
Not bad. Maybe in my youth, but
in your youth.
Yeah, but I'm 43.
Okay. Because you're shaking really, really bad.
I watch a lot of police videos on YouTube all the time.
Well, you can't watch them.
And
you can't. You
the
gotta take
interactions
those into
are just.
context.
That's why I'm recording. I
understand why you're recording, but I know that you're recording. Okay, but you're shaking so bad. This is uncanny. Okay. Why are you shaking so bad?
I got bad nerves to begin with, but obviously it gets worse when I'm dealing with police.
Because I'm trying to explain this warning to you. You're shaking like a leaf on these trees with the wind blowing through it.
Well, my heart's racing. I don't know what else to say.
So, all right, this is your name right here, correct?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. Okay. So this here, that's your name, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, this here's a warning for the cracked windshield, okay? In the state of Oklahoma, if the crack's in the windshield inside the wiper zone, or it goes more than 6 inches across the windshield, it's a safety hazard and the windshield needs replaced, okay? So,
when I first got the car, I figured I might get pulled over for it, and then I just got so used to it, I forgot about it.
Right. And that's just something that I like to make sure it gets fixed because I've seen them actually collapse in on people.
Really?
Yeah. So this year, there's no fine, no court date,
Do I need to sign?
nothing like that. Okay. No, you don't have to sign.
Okay.
Like I said, this is just so that way you know that you got pulled over,
Right.
and I can
And
the electronic version.
I've been
so that way I
warned.
can show right. And that you've been warned about your windshield, okay? In the electronic version, so I can show my boss why I pulled you over, what it is we talked about, okay?
Yes,
There's your that bag. Here's your driver's license and your insurance bag. Okay?
My question: do I need to get it taken care of soon? Then,
Oh,
since I've already gotten a warning now, I'm
Yeah.
in the books.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can probably
Gotta
get
take
pulled
care
over
of it.
today or tomorrow and actually get a ticket for it.
Right. Yeah, somebody else might see you, pull you over, and give you a ticket, or they might give you a fix-it ticket or something like
Right.
that.
Or show them that I just got this and I'm gonna get it done. You know.
Sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. So, I'm going to ask you,
Yes, sir.
do you have any guns, knives, drugs, anything illegal in the vehicle?
Nothing illegal. Absolutely not.
Nothing?
Absolutely.
Okay. Would you mind if I took a look inside the vehicle?
I mean, you could see from out there what you can see in here.
Would you mind if I searched the vehicle from bumper to bumper
Yes,
and
I
everything
mind.
inside?
I mind.
Okay.
Because I see how they do in the videos. They tear the car apart. You
Oh,
stand
no,
there for a half hour.
no.
I'm not dealing with that.
I don't tear nothing apart.
Okay.
I really don't.
Well, I'm not
So-
doing anything illegal. I don't have anything illegal. I know for a fact I don't have anything to worry about.
Okay.
But however, I'm not going to sit here for 20, 30 minutes waiting while you tear up my car.
That's not all I was just simply asking for about 5-10 minutes of your time.
Yep. No, sir.
So, all right. Say what?
No, sir.
All right. You have a good day.
You have a good day, too.
Now, let's consider the Fourth Amendment, which protects people from unreasonable searches and seizures by law enforcement. Generally, police officers need a reasonable suspicion or probable cause to stop someone or request identification. In the context of recording, the officer's suspicion should be grounded in specific circumstances, not merely the act of filming. The challenge lies in striking a balance between national security concerns and individual liberties. While recording in secure areas may raise suspicions, it is essential to differentiate between genuine threats and harmless activities. Authorities must weigh the potential risk against the right to record. Additionally, the Fifth Amendment comes into play when the individual chooses not to provide their ID without a clear justification. This right to remain silent protects them from self-incrimination. Legal requirements for ID provision vary across states. The Hybo v. 6th Judicial District Court of Nevada case established that stop and identify laws can be constitutional under certain conditions. Courts emphasize that police officers must have a valid reason to request identification. General suspicion alone is insufficient. Understanding the concept of reasonable suspicion plays a crucial role. It refers to the level of belief that justifies an officer's actions. Determining when suspicion becomes reasonable, especially in cases of recording, requires a nuanced understanding of context and facts. The officer's rationale for stopping the person, filming a secure area, may seem suspicious. However, legality hinges on whether this suspicion meets the threshold of reasonableness. Courts evaluate whether the officer's actions were justified based on available information and the circumstances. In summary, the interplay of constitutional rights, legal precedents, and practical considerations shapes the complex landscape of recording in public spaces. As society evolves, striking the right balance between security and individual freedoms remains an ongoing challenge.
Do me a favor, just step a couple steps back that way towards that water. You can record all you want. Do you understand? Yeah. Hey, bud, just take a couple steps back. You can record all you want.
What's your name and your badge number?
Deputy Macias, 2122, man. Step away by the water thing, bud. It's very simple, man.
Are you doing something you shouldn't be? Why are you worried about me recording you?
We're not worried about you recording.
Then do your
Just
job
take
and ignore
steps
me.
back
It's a
like
deputy
he
safety
has to.
thing, man. I'm here searching a vehicle.
That's not a crime.
So if I'm asking you to do something, yes.
You have to be legally detained for me to have to follow your orders, dude. I'm not detained. I don't have to do anything.
So you're
What's
not
your name and your
detained.
badge number?
Deputy
You're right, I'm
Ruiz,
not detained.
2215. You're about to be if you don't
I'm not,
step
dude.
back.
I haven't done anything wrong. I haven't broken. You want to create a lawsuit? You're being filmed multiple times and live streamed right
Yeah,
now.
that's fine. We have no problems with you recording us.
You're gonna arrest me for what, dude? What crime? Reason? Why don't you call a supervisor before you make a mistake? Call a supervisor.
That's what he said.
Good. Little too close for comfort isn't a crime. You're gonna learn that right now.
Okay.
Tom 520 check.
Yeah, more officer safety shit.
233 was just advising a subject walked up to his traffic stop and was recording and got a little too close for comfort.
Yeah, that ain't a crime.
I'll put it this way, man. We're conducting a lawful investigation here, okay?
So just do your job and ignore me.
To us, you're impeding on our investigation, okay?
No,
I'm going to give you a lawful direct order.
Impeding is a physical thing.
Okay?
A lawful order.
Back
Call a
up.
supervisor first.
He's already on the way.
You're gonna create a lawsuit right now.
Back up.
Qualified immunity's off the table. If you touch me, qualified immunity's off the table.
Back up.
Don't fucking touch me.
All right?
Don't fucking touch me.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Smile for YouTube.
First of all, bud,
Smile
I'm
for
going to tell you the
YouTube.
same exact thing, man. Back up by the bush. You'll be fine to record all you want. I'm not asking you to find her out. I'm telling you, I'm giving you a directive order, okay?
Hey, he's about to arrest me, so just make sure you get all this on film.
Bro,
I'm on private
back
property.
up.
I'm not breaking any laws. You're going to create a lawsuit. I don't have to do nothing. Don't give me unlawful orders. Call a supervisor before you create a lawsuit right now. Stupid. Just do your job, man. Ignore us. That's all you got to do.
So now there's 3 of you guys. And 2
Oh,
of
there's
us.
more of us on the way. You're being live streamed.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Keep it up.
Just do your job. Do your job.
Okay.
Leave us alone.
That's what I'm trying to do. But instead of doing what we're supposed to,
Just go do it, man.
we're paying attention to you guys now.
That's your problem. ADD isn't my problem.
Deputy Ruiz, 2215.
Attention deficit disorder is your problem, not mine. Conduct your investigation, do your search, and then go and ignore us. That's all you got to do. But no, you got to act stupid as soon as I show up. Threaten to arrest me.
I didn't say I was going to arrest you. I was going to say...
Your buddy did, so he's going to enjoy
Well,
his
that's what he
complaint
said.
in the morning. You're right.
So,
F***ing with the wrong one.
all right.
Did you just graduate high school?
He just graduated high school. That's how they're acting, right? Like a bunch of high schoolers, little kids. It's like they're doing something wrong, right?
No, we just don't want to get shot or stabbed while we're...
Because I'm going to shoot you with the
looking-
cameras, right?
While we're
That
looking
sounds
inside the
intelligent.
cars.
All I'm doing is documenting. This is a First Amendment protected activity. You better learn the laws. You're so slick, dude, but you really don't understand what you're doing. Like, you would have let him violate my rights. You would have been accomplice to it. I'd name you in the lawsuit. Your qualified immunity's gone. You're in court. Your job's gone. Your pension's gone. See, I got your names and your badge numbers now, too. So I'm going to have how much you make, where you live, all that good shit. When I go home and I look you up, because it's all public information. You work for the public. You work for me. Have some respect when I record you. Trying to tell me where to stand while I'm on a private business, documenting government employees. What a joke, man. You guys don't dictate where I stand. How do you not understand that?
Okay.
You can create a lawsuit, for sure. You could do that. You can arrest me. I'm not
Like
going
I
to.
said, I'm not going to feed into this. I'm not going to make things
We're not
worse.
feeding into nothing.
You can do whatever you want, say whatever you want.
I am doing whatever I want. You're right,
to just not get close.
dude. I wasn't going to get any closer than I was,
Okay, and I didn't know.
and I still haven't gotten any closer.
Okay.
And nothing's happened, right? Nobody's hurt.
Right.
Right. So what was the point of all of that? Just to be a bully?
So really, right now I should be doing something else, but
So
instead
then
of
go
doing
do it.
that, I'm now having to watch what you guys are doing just to make sure that my officer
Because
makes
you
things
don't
safe.
understand what we're doing, right? I mean, I've got a body cam
So
on.
I understand what you're doing.
So then go
what
do
you're
your job.
telling me that you're doing, at least from this perspective, but you also have to understand that this isn't the only perspective that we encounter. Okay?
So people with cameras walk up and shoot you guys all the time? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, sometimes.
I've never heard of that.
Okay.
Somebody,
So it's completely like not possible for you to pull out a gun and shoot me right now.
I mean, I don't have a gun on me.
Okay, so never mind.
I got a
I'm
bunch
not-
of cameras. It's totally possible, yeah, but
Okay,
nobody
that's what
does
I'm
that,
saying.
dude. That's some crazy hypothetical, like super reaching stuff
Some
right there.
people are crazy and do that stuff though.
When's the last time you heard of a cameraman shooting a cop? I don't think I've ever heard of that.
Okay.
So how long? 2 years?
In October.
So you're relatively fresh. Try not to fuck that up, man. 'Cause I'm serious. I'm not joking. I'm not trying to bait you. This dude is really gonna fuck it up for dudes like you. You could be a good cop, but you stand there and you let that kind of thing happen, and then if he would have arrested me or assaulted me and then I sue you, it's another case. I mean, it's not gonna be a big deal, but it's another check on the box. It's another nick. You know what I mean?
And you know No, I get that, especially with
It hurts
how
you.
everything in this entire country has been going.
It's been going to shit.
So I definitely get that. I just wish that some people would understand our perspective.
I totally understand your perspective,
like,
but
we could literally be standing in line and we get shot. Let alone
wearing your,
when
it's a target wearing that now. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
absolutely.
So, especially when we're doing something, we're trying to dig into a car, we're trying to. I would have been doing the tow sheet, but instead I had to make sure. And you guys could be great guys and just trying to record. That's fine.
I wouldn't have said
me,
anything.
I don't know you.
Right.
So.
But it's until I do something wrong kind of thing. Don't say anything. Don't engage with me. If you see me getting too, like if you see me approaching you while you're doing something, then that's wrong. But if I'm just standing here doing this, not saying anything, I'm literally just filming you. 10 foot. I was more than 10 foot away, which is more than reasonable. Absolutely no reason to say anything to me. It's an ego thing at that point. It's a you're not listening to me after I kind of asked you but told you the first time, and now I'm a cop, so you got to do it because you're not listening to me. I'm gonna arrest you, dude. You guys look stupid online.
The dialogue between Direct D and others in this video brings to light an important aspect of the relationship between law enforcement and the public: the role of transparency in bridging the gap between cops and citizens. Direct D's observation that having a tyrant for a partner can lead to negative consequences for both officers is noteworthy. It emphasizes the interconnectedness of actions within law enforcement and the potential ramifications for all involved. Furthermore, the assertion that filming a cop does not pose harm to anyone, but rather promotes transparency is crucial. It challenges the notion that citizen filming should be met with hostility from law enforcement. As Direct D aptly points out, the knee-jerk reaction from some officers to cameras raises questions about what they may be trying to conceal. For those considering a career in law enforcement or currently serving as officers, the message is clear. If the mere presence of a camera makes you feel threatened or uneasy, perhaps policing is not the right fit. Direct D's insights serve as a reminder that wearing a uniform does not grant authority over citizens' rights. Rather, it's a responsibility to serve and protect while upholding the principles of accountability and transparency. Direct D's advice to the rookie cop resonates, urging them to reflect on their actions and their impact on community trust. While the hope is that they heed this wisdom, the reality is that change within law enforcement culture takes time and effort.
I don't.
Are you here from court or anything?
What's that?
Are you here from court or anything like that?
I just said I don't need any help.
Well, sir, you're walking around here with a camera on you.
And I can do that.
Sir, excuse me?
And I can do that.
Why are you walking around with a camera?
Because I can.
Sir, am I getting an attitude with you?
You
I'm
are.
just asking you a question.
You're interrupting my video. Thank you. Is Agent Sterling Hill in today or his supervisor? Ma'am, I don't want to give my name. I just need to speak to his supervisor if he's here. And I still have it. I have 2 of them. Please tell me what law I'm breaking. None. Exactly. Get out of my face. What's going on, man? I'll be standing right here. And I said I don't need any help.
I'm talking about boss. Give me 1 second, please.
You're talking about me?
Yes, I am, sir. I've given you no lip or no disrespect. There's no reason you need to do that to me right now.
There's no reason for you to ask me, can you help me? This is a public space. I'm open to move freely as I want to. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Is this a public space?
For people on supervision?
No. Is this a public space? Is this building limited to only people that are on supervision?
We have clubs of extension downstairs. This is the probation office.
Okay, but my question is this space limited to only people? No, you can't. And I've already told this gentleman he can't.
Then you have no reason to be on this floor, sir, if you have no business.
Sir, did you not just see me go to that window?
And I asked if I could help you with a camera strap.
You can't help me with anything. I already told you that. The person that I want to speak to, I went to the window to ask for them. You're not him. I'm 100% confident.
But come on, we'll go up here and find out who you're looking for. Come on.
And who are you?
I'm the assistant agent in charge.
Come on, we're going
Okay.
to find
I
out.
need you to go this way. Come on.
You don't tell me where to
Yes,
go.
I can. I can actually remove you from this building.
Yep. Okay. We'll find out today.
Okay, who did you ask for? Did you sign in?
I didn't sign in. She didn't ask me to sign in. Is that your policy to sign in?
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
Oh well, you might want to get on her. She didn't tell me to sign in.
Who did he ask for? You didn't ask to speak to anybody?
Ask her what I asked her.
Did you speak
No,
to
did you
him?
ask to speak to anybody? That's what we want to know.
And if you ask her, she'll tell you.
Did you?
I don't have to tell you.
Yes,
anything.
you do.
Okay, you'll find out.
I can't. Sterling.
See?
Supervisor.
That lady was all the way back there and she heard it. So how come she didn't hear it and she was right there?
Okay.
Sounds like a bunch
Are you on
of.
probation?
I don't have to answer.
Are
your
you
question.
on probation?
I don't have to answer your
Yes,
Then
question.
you need to leave the building. Come on. You have to
Sir,
leave the building.
don't touch me.
Yes, I do. You
Don't
have to
touch-
leave. I can instruct you
Okay.
to leave this building.
All right.
And place you on trespass.
Are you gonna place me on trespass from
Yes,
a public
we
space?
can.
From a public
Yes,
space.
we can.
Okay. From a public space.
Yes, we can.
All right, we're gonna find out.
You being resistant?
I don't have to be resistive. You don't give me lawful orders.
We just did. Step out
Okay.
of the building.
Okay. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go live now. We're here at the probation office. This is not.
Do you have an ID on you?
No, you're not getting my ID.
Do you have an
You're
ID
not
on
getting
you?
my
Yes,
ID.
we can require. South Carolina
No.
can require you to
No,
possess ID.
that's only when I've broken the law, or you
No,
can
that's
articulate that I
incorrect.
have correct.
That's
no,
incorrect.
no, you're not correct.
You're being
You're trying to
disorderly
help.
conduct.
I'm being disorderly because
Yes.
you're refusing me in a public space.
We're
No.
not refusing you. We asked you who you needed to see.
Did the lady just tell you who I asked to speak to?
Yes, she did.
Okay,
And
so
then
I
we
just
tried
asked to speak to someone,
you
correct?
Said, when we asked you about the person, you said Agent Hill. Okay.
No, I didn't. I said Agent Hill's supervisor, not Agent Hill.
Okay, and when we said something about going to get him, you said what? I don't need to talk to you.
I don't need to talk to him, is what I said. Him. He asked me
No,
that I
he's
need
an
his help.
agent. He is an agent of this department. He can ask anyone anything up in the hallway
Yeah,
that is standing
and
in
I
the
don't have
hallway.
to answer the
No,
question.
You do.
No,
or
I
you
don't.
can be removed from the
Okay,
office.
how about we contact the police department? They can explain it to you.
And we'll put you on trespass notice.
Okay, well, you'll find out. This is a First Amendment protected activity.
That's incorrect. It's
Okay,
not.
okay, we'll
You need
find
to go
out.
back to Kellogg's Law School you went to.
Okay, and what's your name again?
Oh, wait. I don't have to tell you that.
Oh,
You know what you
true.
said?
That's so true.
Did you have paperwork for Mr. Hill?
Hey, can you send a city officer up to the
I
probation
asked to
office
speak to his supervisor.
South Tower Street. We're going to place an individual on trespass notice in this building. Step outside. He said, I don't have to do this, that, or the other, but we just want him placed on trespass notice in the building due to cause ruckus upstairs. And it just, you know, we're here to help somebody if they want to tell us, but he refuses to tell us anything.
Am I required to answer your
so-
questions?
There we go. That's.
Am I required to answer his questions because he asked me
trespass for the
something?
building.
I don't think so.
What's your name, sweetie?
I'm not going to tell you.
You gotta tell me your name.
I do not.
Yes, when I get out with you, you have to tell me your name.
That's not true.
That
Get
is
your
true.
supervisor. What's your name and your badge number?
My name is Officer Bates. My badge number is 625. Would you like to speak with my supervisor?
Either your supervisor or your watch commander, one of the two. I know that's not your policy.
The failure in public service evident in this encounter is deeply troubling right from the outset. The individual representing the department came across as overly aggressive, displaying a demeanor more suited to dealing with probationers than engaging with members of the public. Such behavior is wholly unacceptable from someone in a position of authority and responsibility. Public servants, especially those employed by the state, should recognize the privilege of their position and consistently demonstrate gratitude towards the taxpayers who fund their salaries. However, the attitude displayed by the agent in this situation suggests a lack of appreciation for the citizens they serve. Turning attention to the female officer present, it's disheartening to note her apparent lack of understanding of the law, comparable to that of a 6-year-old. It's not meant as an insult to Jordan, but rather highlights the concerning knowledge gap exhibited by the officer. Her ignorance regarding the criteria for requesting identification from a citizen and her misunderstanding of lawful trespassing on public property are concerning. Moreover, the reliance on a supervisor to properly execute their duties raises questions about the competence and autonomy of the officers involved. If a police officer cannot fulfill their responsibilities without constant supervision, it calls into question their suitability for the role. It will be interesting to observe the behavior of the supervisor upon their arrival. Will they demonstrate a better understanding of the law and a more respectful approach towards citizens?
He's on his way.
And there's no refusing to give information as I'm not required because I haven't committed a crime.
Okay. Well, if
Just because you make
anybody
contact
wants
with
to
me,
be- any business owner can put anybody.
this isn't a
on
business.
trespass if they want to.
This is state probation. That means it is a public
Doesn't matter,
space.
You can still put people on trespass.
Yeah, if they've committed a crime.
You're trespassing. Like they don't want you here.
Okay, it's a public space. Can't be trespassed.
My supervisor's on the way.
I heard you the first time you said it.
Can we move to the sidewalk so they're not in the middle of the
Yeah, I
road?
don't want to get charged for pedestrian in the roadway. So I really don't even care about that. She's basically telling me that I need to ID, and I haven't committed a crime. This
Okay,
isn't
so
a stop in an ID state.
Okay,
And just
then-
because you received a call for service or a suspicious person still
Okay, let
doesn't
me stop
constitute.
you. We know what this is all about, that you're trying to draw the officers in and saying that they're violating your rights. But here's what the deal. They want you on trespass from here. Okay?
For what reason? What
You have to ask them. We don't
can you articulate the crime that I've committed? Because he says that I don't have to commit a
He came
crime.
up to the office, said, and he told the lady up front.
No, he told you to
And
ask for me to ask you.
She said that he said, I want to speak to Sterling Hill's supervisor, and they asked me, what his name is, and this is how I got involved. I'm the assistant agent, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
Aren't you? And they said he's video and he won't tell the name, so I come up there and we're like, who are you here to see? I don't have to tell you that. Well, what's your name? I don't have to tell you that. I'm like, well, are you on probation? I don't have to tell you that. I'm like, well, if you're not on probation and you won't tell us who you are because of safety hazard, we have a lot of people report that you need to leave the building. I don't have to leave the building. Sir, you need to be leaving the building. We're going to place you on trespass. You won't tell us what you need, what you're about. Just, I want to talk to this person. We don't know if it's a setup on somebody, he's going to assault a supervisor. We don't know. He won't tell us anything. So for safety reasons, well, then you need to leave the building. It's in law enforcement, up there. And he said, I'm not leaving the building. You step outside and place on trespass. Said, come on, let's go. He come down there and he said, I don't have to leave the building. We said, go. Started to close the door. He grabbed the door and said, no, I don't have to leave the building. He pulled back on the door to try to forcibly enter the building. And that's when we called, said, we're going to call the city. He said, we'll call the police. They can come up here and tell you I don't have to leave. And that's why we called. And that's, we want to know how can we help him to begin with, but he won't explain anything. And that's where we're at now.
So here's what's happening is, I'm not sure if you all saw that video. There's several guys going around, and I'm just going to be honest, and I know you're recording me because I'm recording you. What they're trying to do is they're trying to draw law enforcement in to say that we're violating their rights. First Amendment rights.
Right.
And they're trying to draw you in with the First Amendment and Fourth Amendment and all that good stuff. So that's what that's about.
Okay. We don't know.
I
hadn't seen anything.
I agree with you. I agree with you. You don't know. You deal with a whole lot of people here. Yeah. I totally agree with you.
The principle is I'm not required to answer your questions in public. One, I'm not a probationer. I'm not on parole. I'm not required to answer your questions. Two, it's a public space. Three, you put your hands on me to remove me from a public space, which you didn't have. Did you not touch me? Did you touch me in the process?
Come on, let's go.
You're not answering the question. Did you touch me in the process?
Do what I was like.
Yeah, because I don't have to do what you say. That's what you don't understand. I don't have to do what you say. You have no governing authority over me.
But anyways, that's why we're here.
Again, I'm not going to ID, and I'm not going to be placed on trespass because it's a public
That's what
space.
I'm saying. Is this some Homeland Security thing? I don't know.
Would you like to see the paperwork? Homeland Security gives us the authority to record government entities.
That's where we're at.
It's like I said, there's a couple of them circling around that been down to the courthouse.
I was just there 30 minutes ago because we have the right to do so.
They've been down to the courthouse. They've been down to our police department. They've recorded the county officers. And again.
And I respect your opinion. You feel like we're baiting you in, and I necessarily don't. Like I said, I came in here with the purpose to. That's what I said, and I respect your opinion. And there's some of us that do, but I didn't. I actually came in here with the purpose to see a supervisor, but someone asked me how can they help, and I said no, you can't, because I didn't want to speak to that person. He wasn't the supervisor in charge. I knew he wasn't. So because he didn't have on the proper uniform. I've never seen a supervisor, if any of the probation officers in South Carolina, that wear a uniform. They always dress casual like you guys.
Because our policy is wear like a business attire.
Okay. Again, what was he the supervisor though? Exactly.
So you didn't know. Again, you didn't.
I mean,
know.
well, I guess my assumption was correct, but it was correct.
No, it was incorrect.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but anyway.
So like I said, we just let them record.
Yeah. Am I being placed on trespass?
As far as I'm concerned, no.
Thank you.
We just let them record, but we do keep.
Am I free to go?
You are.
Thank you. Free to go. I'm free to stay.
The supervisor's assertion that lawfully filming a public building amounts to baiting the police is not only baffling, but also raises questions about the understanding of citizen rights within law enforcement. However, let's take a step back and consider a scenario. Leaving a vehicle with keys in it and the door open parked in a poverty-stricken area. Isn't that also a form of baiting? It's important to recognize the complexity of the situation and the various factors at play. One of the underlying issues here is the ease with which law enforcement officers seem to be provoked. This begs the question, why is this the case? Could it be that over time, a culture of disregarding citizen rights has become ingrained within law enforcement? This possibility sheds light on the broader systemic issues that need addressing within the criminal justice system. The labeling of filming as baiting reflects a broader resistance to accountability among law enforcement officers. Instead of embracing transparency, some officers view being filmed as a threat to their authority and may resort to aggressive tactics to deter citizens from exercising their rights. This attitude highlights a concerning gap between law enforcement and the communities they serve. Furthermore, the manipulation of local news stations to discredit First Amendment auditors underscores the lengths some within law enforcement will go to maintain control over the narrative. By painting auditors as troublemakers, they seek to delegitimize their efforts to hold law enforcement accountable. This tactic further erodes trust between law enforcement and the public. Despite the challenges, it's heartening to see individuals like South Carolina Accountability stand firm in the face of adversity, educated on their rights and unwavering in their commitment to documenting public interactions. Their resilience serves as a beacon of hope in the ongoing struggle for transparency and accountability within law enforcement. While it may be tempting to give credit to the supervisor for upholding citizen rights, it's important to acknowledge the broader context. Their actions may have been motivated more by a desire to avoid legal repercussions rather than genuine commitment to protecting citizen rights. As we conclude, it's essential to continue the conversation and advocacy for reform within law enforcement. The fight for accountability and transparency is ongoing, and every voice matters in shaping a more just and equitable society. We want to hear what you think. Share your thoughts in the comments. Your voice is important in shaping discussions on important topics. Let's keep exploring, asking questions, and getting involved in the world to make sure our rights are respected and our communities are safe.